flags and nets next on the Slanted Lens. You're going to want to see this. Hi, this is JP Morgan. I've got with me here Kiana Baviva, and her Instagram is
Oxygen.
Oxygen. So check out her Instagram at Oxygen. And today she's here to help me show you about flags. Exactly what are flags and how do you use them, and some practical examples on how you set them. Special thanks to Kupo. They make flags and nets and C-stands and all kinds of grip equipment. Great stands. We want to thank them for sponsoring the lesson here today. So let's make sure we understand exactly what flags are. Flags are the items we use to shape light. There's a solid, which is a solid object that cuts the light completely. A net is a single, which cuts one stop of light, or a double that cuts two stops of light. And you notice they have a ragged edge, which means you can slide them in to kind of feather the light off from a person's face, off from the background. So that feathered edge is kind of nice and important to understand. And last of all, we have a silk. A silk is going to change the quality of the light. A net does not change the quality of the light. The silk does. A silk is going to soften the light and also reduce the amount of light. A net is just meant to take the exposure down, like on the side of the face, but then the other side can be a little brighter. So you can kind of bring it in just to cut a little bit of light off. Doesn't change the quality, but a silk does. Flags and nets come in all different sizes. This is an 18 by 24. Here's an 18 by 48. And love this guy. This is a 48, called the 4x floppy. The reason it's called the 4x floppy is because you can put this on a stand, raise the stand up, and then you simply drop this down, and now you've got too many things in my hand. That's what I've got. I've got too many things in my hand. Now you got a huge flag that's 4 foot by 8 foot. You can cut a lot of light with that baby. These are fabulous when you're outside. You want to cut the sun off from the camera. You want to cut the sun off from your subject and then put a little light on your subject. These become a major way to cut light and get it off from your subject matter. So, there's the different types of flags and what they are. So now let's talk about what they do. Now for some practical examples, flagging light. First off, I've got a key light on our model here, Kiana. It's pretty much in a butterfly position, and in the background we've got a rim light on her face. So what that means is we got light kind of scattered everywhere. This key light is all over the set. So the background is too dark, or too bright, way too bright. So we need to kill that background a little bit. So I'm gonna just bring this flag in. And that should be right on the edge of her face there. That should kill my background and give her some separation from that background. I've still got my nice rim light on her hair from the camera right side, but this just kills that background completely. Now if I want to get really crazy and fun, I can set a flag in here, and so now we have a very interesting shaft of light on her eyes. I can play around with that, get to where I like it or don't like it. Maybe I want to see a little less, maybe I want to see it up into her hair. I just have complete control of what I'm going to see, what amount of light's going to hit her face. Okay, so now let's do what I call a clam flag. I don't know why I call it a clam flag, because I do. So all right, here we go. So I'm going to move my key light into a strong butterfly right above the camera. And if I look at my camera here, we got light everywhere. So now I'm going to drop one flag underneath the light to take it off from the floor, and just to give us a little bit of a vignette underneath her chin. Now I'll move this in as far as I can. Now my background's going to still be lit back there. I'm going to fly a flag above. I don't have to be as close to the light, and I should be able to get this just where it just touches the top of her head. Should kill most of the light on that background. And this, I can clam these both the same direction if I want to put them on that same angle, and that should darken my background completely. It's about controlling the light. Flags are about being able to control where the light goes and what it does. And that's what we want to do. We want to control the light. We want to shape it, subtract it, get it off from what we don't want to see, put it on what we do want to see. Another important use of flags is to take the light, the spill light, off of the camera. Now a lot of times people want to put the flag way too close to the camera for my liking, but the closer you get to the camera, the harder the line it cuts, so it makes perfect sense, but I like to split the difference. I don't want it way back on the light, because when you put the flag right at the light, it's too hard to get it off of the camera without changing the quality of light that goes onto the person or the amount of light. The reason I don't want to put this right up front by the camera here is because it boxes the camera in. When I'm standing back here, pretty soon I got all these flags. I can't see my talent. I can't see the work. So I like to get it somewhere in between. I come back in here and I'm not going to get in the shot. It's really easy for me to flag it off from the camera. It still gives me an open view of my subject, easy for me to work. So this is something interesting where we don't cut all the light off completely, but we take a significant amount of the light away. I'm going to do this to kind of vignette her down below her chin. I don't want this to be completely dark. I want it to have a little bit of light there. So first off, I'm going to flag the background. So I've got my light off from the background. Now I'm going to bring a net in here, and this is a double net. It's not going to change my quality of light. I'm going to try to get it as close as I can. I'm going to try to get it almost where it's in the frame. Jillian's going to point when it's in the frame. We're going to back it out just a little bit there, and I'm going to come up and just give me a little vignette so it darkens her shoulders, darkens her chest in the front, and that looks good. So this is subtracting light but not changing the quality. That's what you use a net for. Sometimes I'll think, you know what? It'd just be interesting if I just flew this in from the side, and I'm just going to kind of kill a little bit of the light there. Just a little bit on the side of her head, or maybe I come in from overhead, and we kill just a little bit on her face there. And it starts to be just something interesting, a little bit of shadow, something interesting to play with. So nets are fun to play with. It's really good if you got a hot spot on someone, like somebody who's bald. We'll fly a net in from on the top. You can kill some of the light that's hitting them on the top of the head. Nets are really easy to kind of surgically take light away and just subtract a little bit of light, dim the light, not kill the light. This is the perfect situation for a net. I'm closer to the light, she's further away. So I'm going to be brighter, she's going to be a little darker. So I just take my single net and I just take the light off from me, and now it balances us out. Okay, so I'm going to take the rim light off from our subject here, from Kiana, onto the background, straight onto the background. But now I'm going to set a flag, create a little bit of shaft of light back there. So I'm taking the flags and I'm making just a little bit of a pattern on the back wall. My favorite thing to do with these is to make it look like it's a doorway or a window. So you can put a flag up, a flag down, you can box it in so you have flags on all four sides, and then just take a piece of gaff tape and make a cross in it, and now you've got a little bit of a window on the background. I've done that a lot. So those flags now are really important on that light in the background because it allows us to take light away from the background, make it more interesting, give us a pattern, a shaft, a window, the different things that are going to make that background just be really interesting to look at. So there are two flags set on the same light. This flag is very close to the background, gives us a hard shadow. That flag is way away from the background, very close to the light, gives us a very soft shadow on the background. Neither of them are right. It's just a matter of how you decide to use them. If you need to cut something very cleanly and you want to put it right on an edge, or you want it to be on someone's face, or you want to just have a really sharp line, get the flag as close to the subject matter as possible. If you want a more soft fall off, just kind of make a transition on the wall so that you kind of kill some of the light that's spilling onto the wall, get it closer to the light and let it kind of bleed and blend into the next light source, and that will help it look very natural. Far, hard, close, soft, far, hard. In a boat with a goat, in a goat with a boat. You get the picture. So now let's wrap this up. We've learned several things. Flags are meant to cut light, take it away, subtract light. They are not adding light, they're subtracting light. They are used to get rid of the spill, to shape the light, to create mood and depth and interest. They do all those kinds of things. It's really hard to work on set if you don't have flags, because flags become the tool that takes your light and turns it into something really special and interesting. Just about every set I've ever worked on, we're using flags. With strobes and hot lights, both the same. You use the flags. It's harder to see with strobes because when you put that flag in, you don't get to see it. You've got to shoot an image and look at that image to see exactly what it's doing, but I use them with strobes all the time. So there's a look at flags and nets. So keep those cameras rolling and keep on clicking. Here at the Slanted Lens, we're really big on business, so get over to theslantedlens.com and buy our business downloads. It's 16 segments that will help you shape your business, plus it comes with a group call-in once a month with me where you can ask all your questions. So get over to theslantedlens.com today. Make sure you subscribe to the Slanted Lens. You can follow us on Twitter, you can follow us on Facebook, you can follow us on Instagram, you can follow us home for dinner. But we want you to follow us and subscribe and join us because that's what we do here.